Alright, hello, welcome back to the Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video here. So today we're gonna be clearing the Dragon Ball Z Part 2 uh, stage for this new Supreme Magnificent Battle, Gathering of Super Warriors Edition. Now these first two stages were very easy. Um, I don't from clearing these, I don't really expect these two to be of any real difficulty. I guess we'll see. But that being said, because I expect that, I am just going to do if I do think that it's actually going to be like a fun, like sort of difficult fight, I do like to try and do the category missions separately. But I see no reason to like quote unquote beat a dead horse here. So we're just gonna do the sort of stage 3 mission together. And that is artificial life forms. Now, especially like when we're running artificial life forms, right? I mean, you see our team here. Like, there's no way, like, that we lose this. Like, it's just not only is this team just so like busted, right? Like, the stage itself. I mean, I doubt it's gonna be difficult. I guess we'll see. But I mean, the first two seemed pretty easy. In my opinion, what I've seen so far of this event, at least, to me, it really seems like more so they want to introduce newer players because they have had a big emphasis on newer players leading up to and during the 10th anniversary. I think they just really want to introduce newer players to how like hard content like really quote unquote works, I guess, rather than it actually be hard content, if that makes any sense. But I guess we shall see. Now that being said, let's just jump in. Now the last two, even though they weren't hard, they were long. I mean, each fight was a good 7 or so phases, I think. So we could very well be in for a long fight. But I don't think it's going to be a tough fight. No reason to really use that right now. Just save it for later. I mean, especially when we have like Buhan here, right? I mean, what are the odds, being like realistic, that we don't like? We're just gonna kill this rotation here, most likely. I mean, we'll see, of course, but when you have Buhan, I mean, to be fair, he doesn't have big bosses right now. But when you're rocking Buhan, like he just works, right? He does insane, incomprehensible damage, and the enemy really can't do anything against it. See, like even Evil Boo, I mean, he threw out a 9 mil. You know, even he is just gonna destroy this. Damn. Okay, so he gets the triple super too. I mean, so what's about to happen here is, wait, does that kill? Okay, no, he barely would, but it doesn't matter because Buhan just one-shots Piccolo. You know, with his crit, right? Bye-bye, Piccolo. See, I mean, these are just going to be very, very easy fights. I didn't feel the need, like I said, to like beat a dead horse. There's no reason for me to sit here and like, oh yeah, let me get a video of the first clear. Let's use the like Vegito team, and then we'll do the category mission with full Majin power. Oh, this is gonna be hard. Like, both of these teams are just gonna shit stomp this. Which is fine. Once again, I am of the opinion, because I mean, you gotta think about it. We have the battle hardened formidable foes, right? We have the 2 red zone stages. I haven't done any of the part 3 content yet. As the time I'm recording this, we are actually in part 3. It just dropped last night. I was saving to do these until I got caught up on the other, battle hardened formidable foes and red zone stages, right? But I am very close to being able to do some decent bit of multis, right? I do have the Purunga Wish ready. I haven't done it yet. I am very close to Pity. I mean, you saw how much stones I had. It's like, what, 260 some odd? It's roughly around there. So, I mean, that being said, I am just trying to farm up to do my sort of probable final summons. We'll see, but I do think most likely, gearing towards my final summons during Anniversary, I do have Vegito. I do have, I was about to say 6% Fargoku. I'm going to get him no matter what happens. I'm going to get Gogeta as well no matter what happens. It's really just a matter of who You know, if I end up pulling Gogeta, and then maybe I can instead get like Go Frieza or like Go Tanks or something. I'm not quite sure just yet. But here, let's use the active skill for Kibu. Now, I don't know how this is going to, like how long this is going to be or anything, right? But we're essentially at the point now where no matter what happens, we will always one-turn the phase. I mean, with Kibu and Buhan together, like, there's nothing that is going to be able to withstand the amount of damage we just dish out. It's so crazy. I'm really happy that they're you know, keeping these like sort of Buu characters strong. Typically, we've seen like a team like get buffed and then just dramatically falls off, right? But that doesn't seem to be the case over the last year or so, which is definitely nice. I mean, the one thing like the Buu team really lacked was damage. To be fair, they were starting to get aged out defensively. But like, it's like, okay, well, now we add easy strength to Buu, now we add in Buhan. Like, I mean, it's fucking hurt though, right? But still, like, these fights aren't just going to be able to contend with us at all. Which, you know, I will take, right? Free stones, free rewards, whatever. Not a big deal. And like I said, I do believe that this content is more so meant to introduce newer players to the game of how hard content works, right? And with that being said, I mean, I think that's a decent goal. I mean, for us who have been playing for like 10 years, it's easy to say, well, we want every, you know, fight to be hard, right? You know, if a newer player wants to fight content on their level, do some old content. And I do think there's a bit of truth to that. When you look at something like the Legendary Frieza event, a big reason a lot of people were annoyed was because of that, you know, that sort of argument there. And at the time, I think I agreed then, but there's a difference between then and now, and the difference is quite simply, right, or in the middle of Anniversary, we have 50 other difficult events. Like, if one event is meant for newer players, while they're clearly trying to introduce newer players to the game, you know, based off the updates they've done recently, I'm fine. Like, I'm fine with it. Now, I do think that maybe it's not really marketed as such. Like, it's not like the event. It doesn't say like, oh yeah, new players come try me. It doesn't like, it's not marketed. So I mean, I could easily see, you know, new player try a Red Zone Vegeta stage, a Red Zone, you know, Goku stage, a battle hard formidable foe, and then never try the Supreme Magnificent Battle. So I think maybe they should have worked on the way to quote unquote like advertise the event. But overall, like I'm fine with this sort of direction. Like in the middle of Anniversary, we're getting 50 other difficult events. I'm fine with something being easier, especially because like, while you know a lot of us veteran players have cleared like everything, or we've had everything cleared. Certainly, if you're a new player, you just open the fucking game. Like imagine how overwhelming it would be. 10 years of content. Oh wait, did we just get his nullification or is it a counter? It's a counter, right? Bam! I barely get this. Go Evil Boo! God damn. My goat right there. But yeah, I'm fine with it. It's not a big deal, I don't think. I mean, it makes sense to me why they're why they would do this. Like I don't think. Okay, sure. But once again, I feel like maybe it should be better advertised. But the fact that they're doing it, you know, I am fine with that. It does, like, 10 years. Once again, 10 years of content. If you load this game up, it's like, you don't know how... You're gonna have no fucking clue what to do. Now, the thing is, I don't know how long this is going to be. Obviously, I know it ends with Dragon Ball Z. But, like, does that include, like, like, Maju? And, like, the very end of Z Goku? I don't know. I have no idea. So we still probably have a decent few phases here, which is fine, you know. But alright, it's like this type of video, right? I mean, it is a hard content stage, but it's more of just like find something to talk about, right? Our units dominate. Um, it's not like I'm not like, ooh, what play do I need to make here? I'm just chilling, right? At the time I'm recording this, I have just not too long ago finished watching episode 19 of Daima, right? Um, and no spoilers, no spoilers. Especially because it's like the day off. I don't know when this is going to go live, to be fair. Probably in a few days. It's not going to go live today. Point being, even with that being said, right, not talking about spoilers, I mean, this sort of, the idea of this team, right, like demonic power, uncontrollable power, whatever category you want to fit on, or not necessarily Majin power. I mean, they could, but specifically like demonic power, uncontrollable power, these are teams that, with a good sense of, just saying, right, they're going to be getting some buffs. Hell, even Majin power, honestly. They're going to be getting some buffs of the next year, so it does feel good that that it's not like they just like buff the team for like a week and like, all right, fuck off. Like, I mean, when we had the 2023 worldwide, right, and they were really trying to buff like future. Have we gotten anything future related since Dokkan Fest? Like Rose and Super Easy Rose? Oh wait, that's the end? Wow. How many phases was that? That wasn't like 8. God damn. Okay, but point being, like something like Future, I mean, they like introduced a category leader and then they just completely dropped the fucking category for dead, right? I mean, certainly like Super Easy Salazar, but besides him, Rose, and Super Easy Goku Black, has it gotten any buffs? I mean, the banner unit Trunks, but any buffs? Like, I don't think so. So they have done stuff like that in the past. I'm really glad that it looks like this category, it's not just like okay, it was relevant and it's gonna die again. Especially with a leader skill power creep, it does still look like it's gonna stay meta relevant, which is really nice. I really do appreciate that. But that being said, I mean, there we go. We did get the sort of clear here. Obviously we get the 2 sort of missions, right? And I am now at 279 stones. So I got to get to doing some more grinding, right? I'm gonna clear this next one, but I'll do that in a separate video. I imagine that one should be a little bit longer. I mean, what's the Inhuman Deeds? Yeah. I mean, certainly there are some strong characters on the category, but I feel like that one's probably going to be a bit longer. I don't know about how much longer, but a bit longer. By the way, this event isn't done. It is still going to be updated, probably at the same time the 7th year, Dual Dokkan Fest LR's release. We'll see, but probably. But yeah, that being said, and 10th anniversary really peak. Also, there's so much more content to come. I think we still have more Battle Hardened from Noble Foe stages. I would be very, very surprised if the GT boss rush does not get updated here. So keep a lookout for that, right? I get 10th anniversary, it's so peak. I'm really, it feels good, right? As a 7-year player, awesome celebration. All right, but I'm gonna end this one here. I want to grind these last several stones out so I can get to doing my summons. I'm pretty excited for those. Even if like I'd be disappointed if I don't pull Gogeta, but even in the scenario that I don't, I still can pity him. I still can with the 10th anniversary stone as well. Like get like Super Saiyan 4 Goku as well. Like I'm going to walk away with both of them. I know that, and that feels so good. So I gotta work on doing that right now. Uh, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Take care.